Assalamu alaikum students. Today's lecture number 16 is about moral, social and ethical issues that are associated with the internet. We are using internet and we should be very careful and should follow these rules when we are using internet, and we should educate other people as well. Today's lectures outline is introduction, moral issues, ethical issues, advantages and disadvantages of internet, ownership of the internet. अच्छा जी, whenever we use some shared resource, we may have uh, conflict of idea, conflict of how we do things, and how people are carrying out the same task, and a number of other issues as well. The use of internet by individuals and organizations has raised a number of issues that need to be considered. The first thing is setting up websites containing incorrect information. People may rely on and use this information thinking it is correct. We should be very careful when we are uploading a website. We should read the content in it. The content must be verified, that it's a legal obligation on us that we should verify the information that we are giving on our website, whether it is correct or it is not. Verification can be done finding references over the internet, or have some reference book, or a source that can be verified. Second issue is bullying via email, text message, chat. What is bullying? Bullying is when someone uses superior strength or influence to intimidate, typically to force them to do something. This is bullying. So a person doesn't want to do something, and we are forcing him or her to do what we say. This is bullying, which is a crime as well. There are very serious consequences for bullying emails or text messages or chat. We should be very careful about it, and if someone is doing bullying with us, we should report it to the cyber crime unit. There's another issue: inappropriate website with illicit material. That's a very serious concern and issue over the internet. uh, Everyone uses internet, a child, an adult, or an old age person, and there are links on if we, for example, we are searching for some grocery store, and on that grocery store, there are links to websites that are not appropriate websites, and if accidentally someone clicks on that, it goes to that website, and we should be careful about it as well, that we should not involve in such activities, like using someone websites and then embedding links on them. Sometimes owner of the website doesn't has no knowledge about the links that are there on his website. There are some cookies and stuff like that, so that pops up when we go to some website, and this is not appropriate approach, and it is not morally, ethically or legally correct. uh, Too much relying on the internet, now sending emails, giving bad news, while whereas explaining face to face would have been better in a situation. So if we are in a situation of giving some bad news, it will be preferable to go and explain things face to face rather than just sending an email or using a telephone call. Spreading rumors or using the internet, we know that millions of people are using internet, and people are connected from continents, for different continents, different countries. One person A is connected from one part of the globe and the person B is from the other part of the globe, and the news, they just go flooded, and is just a second and a click of and with a single, or we can say it's a single click away. The news or rumor is a single click away. So if we are giving some wrong information, that's not morally, ethically correct. And before we post anything, we should verify, the source should be verified, and we are confident that whatever we are posting is correct. And also, if it's a correct, we should consider the effects of the news or information that we are providing over the internet. So it's our duty, or it's an obligation on us to see all the aspects before uploading anything over the internet. Moral issues, plagiarism, sending spam, companies monitoring staff use of internet and email, using someone wireless internet connection without permission, using photo editing software to distort reality. What a plagiarism is. Plagiarism is that it's a practice of taking someone's work or idea, passing them off as one's own idea. Someone has did some research or has some new idea, and we use that information or research or idea without quoting them, and we pretend that that's our own idea or work. So this is plagiarism, which is morally not correct. Sending spam is a time wasting activity. There are emails that we are not interested in, but we are getting emails because we have filled some form over the internet, and the information has been stored, and that information has been used to send spam emails. Or we are not they or there is some email of some guy or a woman saying that she is having cancer and she is going to die and got millions of dollars in the account, or Mr. A has died and has left so much of money, and then we can have an equal share, blah blah blah. So there's a cyber crime as well, and it's a spam mail as well. We should be careful both ways. Never should not be sending spam emails. If we are managing a database, it's our moral responsibility not to disclose the email addresses for some advertisement kind of things. There are companies that are monitoring staff, internet and email, the chat, the personal emails that have been monitored. So privacy has been not maintained, we can say, or we have not valued privacy of the employees, so which is not morally correct. Using photo editing softwares and distorting reality is a moral issue, and we should not be doing this to get many likes or many comments, and we are distorting reality, or we are falsifying a news. Person A is not in the scene and we are doing the editing and pasting the photo, and it seems that this guy has been there or this woman has been in there. So which is, that's a moral issue. We are getting educated, so we educate other people as well to save them from damages. Ethical issues, privacy issues, gambling addiction, obesity, addiction to computer games. Internet is widens the gaps between the haves and haves not, for example, between rich and poor countries and individuals. Privacy issues, the we can say the major five privacy issues can be. It's not that these are the five issues. These can be the issues. These can be the major issues. There may others depends, but first is cookie proliferation. Proliferation. Cookie proliferation. What this means is tracking browsing habits and personal data. There's some hacking software or some software is installed in a system which tracks the browsing habits and the personal data. These personal data or browsing habit can be used in many ways, and it can be for selling products, or it can be selling personal data, or it can be hacking personal accounts, can be used for anything. The other is seizing cloud data. Data belongs to the online service and data does not belong to you. All the data we store on Google Drive or any cloud database or server, the information belongs to that company and that data doesn't belong to us. Breach of privacy. There is location data betrayal. We know and we may have used this feature of location. For example, we when we install some software, they say we will have your location data and we agree to this condition, which means that we can't move freely. There is somebody somewhere who knows where I am, where I go, what I so I can't wander around. It's difficult to wander around without someone knowing exactly where you are. Data never forgets a face. Nowadays we are uploading pictures, family, friends, the places we go, the things we do, birthday parties, some adventure, going somewhere. These facial recognition, these pictures or images, they are stored in a database and are then used for facial recognition. So we should be very careful. And there is scanning going on in the name of cyber security. Our data has been scanned in the shadow of cyber security. So nothing is private now. Everyone knows everything. Other is gambling addiction, online gambling. People are addicted to it, and losing everything they have. Obesity, which is gaining weight. It is a state being fatty. So if we are sitting over the internet in front of our computer most of the time, it may add some weight to us, and it may make us fat. So internet should be used for productive things like searching articles, research papers, research work, looking for new ideas. Something called chatting, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Waste of time. Addiction to computer games. Nowadays most of the young people, they are addicted to computer games, playstations, many things that we may don't know about it. So addicted to computer games rather than involving their self in some physical activity, cricket, football, table tennis, badminton, etc., which is not good for their health, for their mental health and physical health as well. There may arise a problem of confidence when going face to face with someone, and it's also widening the gap between people to from between people to people contact is very important, and this has been marginalized, and there is a gap between rich and poor countries and individuals. So these are the ethical issues that have been involved in the internet. Organization moving call centers abroad, the same service can be provided cheaply using the internet and internet phone links. For some organizations is it may be profitable, but for the citizens it may have negative effect. They are losing their jobs, there may be unemployment, etc. Growth of e-commerce may mean shops have to close, leaving some city centers looking desolate. Social issues. So e-commerce, buying online things, in some cases is good, sitting home, and you are getting what you need, or you are in your office, you don't have to time to go to city center or shopping malls. You are buying online things, so good and bad as well. Social issues can be many countries in the world that are not democratic. They do not allow the free passage of info or to or from other countries. They control on what their people can and cannot view. In terms, it may be good or bad, ethical issue as well, but that's a social issue that we are talking about. Don't use the same password for a social networking site and for your email. We should have a different email password, and it should not be a known password. Things different. Now, advantages and disadvantages of internet. These are some of the advantages and disadvantages. There may have been many more to it. Students can go a step further and find out what advantages and disadvantages we have other than listed here. Blogs and chats for community to discuss local issues. Housebound members of the community are less isolated as people contact them to check everything is okay. Employment opportunities as well. Um, Employment opportunities, freelance, elance. There are other websites as well. Sitting home doing work and getting a handsome salary. Work from home facility as well. You don't need to go to office to do the job or carry out your daily routine activity. We can do this from our home, so it's a facility that has been provided. Life has been made easier. At the same time, it has been made difficult as well. Local citizen advice website can be set up to deal with the problems they have. In KPK we have CM complaint cell, so if you have an issue in some office, um, you can complain online to the CM office and they will look into it, and it has been tested that things work. If you have an issue or you have seen something, you can report it online FIR as well. So this is a facility, this is a positive usage of the technology. Now if thousands of people are going to the CM office, they will wait in the queue, and it may take them a week, a month or a year to register their complaint. So it's easy to sit over the internet and then make an online application, and then it gets processed and they resolve the issue. Good thing. but the material अच्छा जी there are laws covering the production and distribution of this material, but the material is perfectly legal in other countries, so we can't really stop it. There is a special software that's able to filter out this material, but we're not completely that sure. It doesn't have to be illicit content to be offensive. Some disturbing video, inappropriate video, a video that is not morally, ethically right, cannot is not the only thing that is offensive. An image of a pack of hounds attacking a fox may be offensive to animal lovers, but not for the hunt. So um, there are some videos that are there on the over the internet that may damage someone internally. They may get a bit upset when watch the video, so we should be careful about it as well. Disadvantage is lack of social interaction, face to face, social networking, computer games, etc. Local shops shutting, may more orders for goods are placed using the internet, so local shops close when. Well, in a way it's advantage as well, but I'm not going to disagree to it. It's up to you to decide. Ownership and control of the internet. Who owns the internet? Nobody owns the internet. It's everyone is using. It's everybody internet. But the governments have started to control what can be seen on it. The lack of policing of the internet means that information is not checked to make sure that it is accurate. It's very difficult to check all the information that's there on over the internet for a government or some organization. So it's our own responsibility. When we post something, we should make sure this is appropriate, this is true, and will have not negative consequences when I upload this video or a photo or whatever information or content it is. So students, that's I think that's all for now. That was your lecture number 16. I hope you have enjoyed it, and this is information that have been provided should be in our practice as well. That's how it's going to benefit us. It's not just to take a course and pass the exam. We should practically implement it. There are things that needs to be changed in our government policy as well. So if there are suggestions, we can write a research paper or an article on it as well. But before writing an article, we need to dig a bit deeper, and we should know to get to know about the laws in our country and in other countries. If the laws in our country are better, so we should write an article as well. If there is any deficiency, we can propose in the form of a research paper to the government as well. Thanks for listening, and if you have any question queries, please do not hesitate. You can write us an email or post it in the MDD. All the best. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.